What's good, YouTube family? Thank y'all for tuning back into my channel. Thank y'all for tapping in. I truly appreciate y'all. If y'all don't already subscribe, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I upload a video every Sunday, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do a taper on somebody with thinning hair that has waves. So right now, it's just like how you start every other cut. You want to prepare it before you get into it. So to prepare a waver's cut, you want to comb in the pattern that the waver brushes his hair. You want to comb and not brush, because combing is going to lift the hair up off the scalp to give you the most even cut as possible. So right here, I'm just going in with the Babyliss clippers with the number 1.5 guard on, and I'm just smoothing the top out. It's not going to take too much off because he got a cut like 2 weeks ago. So this is the second time I'm cutting his hair. So y'all, just like you comb in the pattern of the waver's hair, you want to cut in the pattern of the waver's hair, because you don't want to gap them, and you want to get it to lay down as smooth as possible and even. So just make sure that you're going over it multiple times. Make sure that you're real careful in the crown area, and just make sure that you're going over it and laying everything down and getting everything how it's supposed to be. Alright y'all, so to start out this taper, I'm going to go ahead and bottom out. And I'm going to do that, it's like a mid taper, low taper. So I'm just doing it right up under his ear. And in the back, I can see, like, I'm not trying to go up too high past that dent in the back. So I'm just giving myself room to fade right there. So I don't want to put the ball line in too high. I'm just clearing everything out. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So I'm just making sure that everything's cleared out nice and smooth. So y'all can see where I put that ball line in toward the top of his ear, like before the ear disconnects, you know what I'm saying? So right here, y'all, it's just like any other fade. That's how I'm gonna start this cut. And I got the masters, I got the blade open. I'm gonna flick out to establish my guideline, and then I'm gonna come in with my blade flat and go to the top of the guideline we established. I'm gonna close my lever halfway, go halfway up the guideline. Then I'm going to close my lever all the way and tap that bottom line and make it come out and get it as smooth as possible. And I really take my time when I'm doing that, because that's the most important part of the fade. Then I'm clip over combing this whole cut, guys. I just want y'all to know that. In the back, I do use a number 2 guard. I'm going to show y'all how to do. I just really want y'all to try to learn this technique and understand it. So y'all, the big side of the comb is like a 1.5 guard, and the little side of the comb is like a half guard. So y'all see how quick this fade is coming together? And now I'm just gonna corner work with and that means like I'm just gonna use the corner of my blade and pinpoint dark spots and bring them to the light. And y'all can see this fade smooth already. I could really line them up like this and it'll be smooth, but I'm gonna detail it a little more. By detailing, I mean I'm gonna open and close my lever when needed, and I'm just gonna be using like the last couple teeth of my blade. Then I'm just gonna be very patient, work this out, use my comb when needed. And I like the comb just because it's fast. Like, you see how fast this is real time. And that's how fast I just pulled this fade together. I hope y'all having a good day. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. I'm making this video today, the same day that I'm posting it. Well, I had already edited the video, but I'm doing a voiceover right now. I'm about to go hoop. Y'all, right here, I'm just detailing what's gonna set you apart as a barber. That's what's gonna to make your work stand out. Going the extra mile. Detailing, like a lot of people would have left it alone. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna detail, and I'm gonna detail again after I line up. I always do it after I line up too. But this ain't smooth, man. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into my message for today. Just because I know I'm about to move to the other side. So this is my message for today, and it's Proverbs chapter 4 verses 10 through 13. It says, "Hear, my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of your life will be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in the right path. When you walk, your steps will not be hindered, and when you run, you will not stumble. Take firm hold of instruction, and do not let her go. Keep her, for she is your life. This, y'all, is so important to follow the path that God's given you and the instructions that He's giving you, because you don't understand how much He loves you and how much He has for you. Like, if you do what He's put on your heart to do, life is going to be so much better. When you put God first, life's so much better. Everything's so much easier. Everything comes together so much, like, easier. It's just easier to put God first. When you really put God first and not just say it, but you really do it, it just makes life so much better. And just continue to grow closer to Him and say to Him, be more better for Him, and say to Him, be all He called you to say to Him, be. And y'all, I know I've said this before, but just focus on God, living His purpose for your life, growing closer to Him, seeking Him and His kingdom, His righteousness first. Let everything else be added to you. It's gonna make life so much easier. It's gonna be like make life so much better. Like, God has so much for you. And also, don't forget about this verse. This is Matthew chapter 21, verses 21 and 22. Jesus answered them, "Truly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will do not only what was done to the fig tree, but also if you say to this mountain, be removed and thrown into the sea, it will be done. And whatever you ask for in prayer, if you believe, you will receive." Make sure that you're asking God for the things that He's put on your heart. Like, God can put it on your heart, but you still gotta ask Him for it. Y'all, so right here, I'm just using the number 2 guard just to soften this up. I had it open, and I'm gonna close it, and I'm not doing too much. I'm not digging into His waves. I'm just softening this up so I can come in and blend this line out smoothly with my comb and not push it up too high past that part in the back of his head. So y'all, that's my message for today, man. Y'all can take it for what you want. All I'm saying is get wisdom, get knowledge, get understanding, and get it from God. That's the only person that you can get it from. And it's gonna make your life easier. It's gonna make you way more wise. You're gonna understand how to move and how to do and what to do, what not to do. And it's just gonna make you it's gonna make you a better person. It's gonna make you more Christ-like. So get wisdom, get knowledge, get understanding. Follow the instructions that God's given you and the teachings that He's given you, and continue to grow and get better. And don't forget to ask for the things that He's put on your heart. Like, you still got to do your part, and asking Him for it, even if He put it on your heart, asking Him for it still part of doing it. And my bad, y'all. I know I said I was gonna have my messages more like written out and more organized, just so it's more straightforward, to the point, and easier to understand and comprehend. I think that this was a pretty easy one, and I think I did that today, but I kind of just went off the dome for this one. I hope that my message reads somebody and touch somebody, and y'all can see how smooth clip over comb is. So either way, it's still the word of God. You know what I'm saying? I still got to spread the gospel in a way. So yeah, I'm just glad I could do that, man. If y'all want to add something in the comments, go ahead and add something. Y'all know. All right, so to get into my ear liners are one of my favorite things to do. It's like kind of a signature for me. So I start from the bottom, and then right here I kind of work to the top. I did the top just because how it was shaped, just to like give myself a visual. And then I'm gonna come up from the bottom, and when I get to like around close to the top of his ear, I'm gonna switch to the corner of my blade. So right here, y'all, I'm just going over it again. I already have my line set in, so I'm just gonna comb down any hairs that's trying to hang over. I'm gonna cut them so that there are no overhanging hairs, so that the lineup is solidified. And make sure that you're cutting in the same line that you already established, because you don't want to push it up. So once again, y'all, it's the same thing on this side. I'm gonna establish my slant from the bottom. I'm gonna work to the top of his ear. Once I get to around close to the top of his ear, I'm gonna convert to the corner of my blade, or the last couple teeth of my blade, and I'm gonna work that nice line around his ear, keeping it natural as possible, but also getting it super crispy, extra crispy. Alright, y'all, so I had stopped recording on accident, but y'all can see I put my lineup in. I got it. You can look at the other side and see that I didn't push it back. I'm just tapping it in. So this was me combing through. I had combed through. That was me going over any overhanging hairs. So I'm solidifying the lineup. So I work my way from the front to the side, and once the side meets the vertical bar, I'm gonna tap the vertical bar in. I'm just keeping it natural. And then right here, this is how I do my C cup, y'all. I'll start and I tap it in at the lowest point that I can on the vertical bar, and I'm gonna come from the bottom of it and I'm gonna meet myself at the top. I'm working from the bottom to the top. I started the top to establish it to where I want it to go, so it can give me a visualization, and then I work my way from the bottom to the top. Y'all can see this thing is busting, all natural right now, busting. It's still an all natural cut. The only thing I did was I added the magic pencil. So y'all right here, I'm just literally doing the same thing, making sure that both sides are even, just matching everything up. So y'all can see, I start from the middle, I work my way to the side, then I go over it again. I comb through, get any overhanging hairs, and then I cut them down, because the best haircut is the longest lasting haircut. So you want to give the client the long lasting haircut. That's what's going to be able to help you to charge what you want to charge, is just every little detail in the cut, from the cut to the conversation to the customer service to the overall client experience. That's the 4 pillars of being a great barber. So y'all, like I said, I'm just solidifying the lineup right now. I'm getting everything how it's supposed to be. I'm just matching this side up with the other one, keeping it natural and crispy as possible. Y'all can see I'm starting just like I did on the other side, starting from the top, and I'm gonna go to the bottom and meet myself at the top. Start at the top just to give myself a visualization. Then I'm gonna work my way from the bottom to the top. The C cup. And man, I wish I wouldn't have used the magic pencil. Like, I'm done using magic pencils, y'all. It's like, to me, they're just, I don't know, I don't like them. I just don't like them. I feel like this would have turned out way cleaner. It just had a way more cleaner look, more natural clean look to me, because it would have been more natural, obviously, but it just would have had a way cleaner look to me, in my opinion, if I hadn't put the pencil on them. It still turned out super clean, but I just think I would have liked to look better without the pencil. So for me, y'all, I'm done using barber magic pencils. That's just my personal opinion. That's my take on it. Keeping his mustache, I'm just getting it super clean. If y'all do want to use a magic pencil, then my suggestion is make sure it's super sharp, so that your line is like super thin when you put it on. Don't put the line up on. Don't put it on too thick. Don't get it in the hair. Do not get it in the hair. And then make sure that you blend it out after you put it in. Don't just leave it like that. Like, take your clippers, take your trimmers, your liners, and then blend it out. So y'all can see this thing busting though. And I'm just going over it, blending this out, pulling this little ash line, or pulling this little line away from the hair. I had already went over it, and then I leaned them up, and I'm finishing this little finishing touch right here on this vertical bar. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead. You want to always, give the client some product, unless they just don't like product. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw some mousse in. Then I'm gonna brush it in a pattern of his waves. And this is why it's important to have a good lineup, and to solidify the lineup by going over it, because you don't want the client to do a brush session and then have their lineup not crispy anymore. That's why we solidified every lineup. Right there, I had some hot air because I didn't want to put the do-rag on them, so I had hot air, and I was just blow drying it in to smooth everything out. On YouTube, if y'all was able to sit through this 15-minute video with me, I truly appreciate y'all. If y'all came to watch this because you like watching barber videos, I appreciate y'all. If y'all came to learn, I hope you learn something, take something from my game, apply it to yours, advance in your career, in your craft, in your life. I hope to see you back on the next video. I hope that my message reached y'all. I hope this video helps you to get better, and hopefully it inspires y'all to want to try to cut clipper over comb. Y'all can see these angles, man. Like, just taper butter the lineup extra crispy. You know, I got my boy right with some products. It was his birthday. Once again, happy birthday, man. God bless. Um, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all not already subscribed, smash that subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you back on the next video. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Late Show. God bless.